Man, I want to touch on the QC because I think you were never able to release your album, right?
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff that happened with QC, and I think that's like one of the biggest things that really derailed a lot of shit because when the album was supposed to drop originally, it was time for it. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody was ready for it. It was waiting on the album, and I had put together this gigantic body of work. Like I had Doja Cat on the album before.
What?
Yeah, Doja Cat was also with us. Doja Cat was like one of the original like OGG members for OGG West. So like I had Doja on the album and like Rex Kudo had done it. It was Monster, which I'm finna release that on iTunes and all that. Actually, you know what? Because of this interview, I'll release it in a couple weeks.
Hell yeah, as you should.
But that album, it was beautiful. Like I had, rest in peace, my boy Ash Riser. He had just
Oh
got
my
his,
gosh, I knew him too. Wow.
yeah, Ash had just got his Grammy. You know what I'm saying? So I had Ash on
Wow.
there going ridiculous. Like I had built
I just
an
got sad.
incredible body of work, and I wanted, the world to be able to see it because a lot of people was expecting me to only, make these you guessed it type songs or only make these EDM type songs, and I had actually put together a beautiful body of work. I had really painted a real picture of like what it was like to come up as a kid like me, and then it's just every time it was supposed to drop, it just didn't drop, and then it just got to this point, and then the other part was at that time, DSPs was so new.
Right.
So releasing music on Spotify and Apple and Tidal and all that type shit, the label was new and we were new. We didn't really know how to do all that shit without having the label do it. And by the time we found out, it was like 2 years later. You know what I'm saying? We figured out we could just, go in and plug and play and shit like that. So a lot of shit had, more or less cooled off so far as the expectation for the album from anybody but my avid fans. And by then I was frustrated and just like dropped it on SoundCloud for my fans to get.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I ended up dropping it on SoundCloud for my fans to get, but even then I couldn't really do any promo or anything about it or anything like that. So, I feel like that was like one of the, I don't regret a lot of stuff, but that's like one of the big regrets that people never got to experience that album as they should. And I've been contemplating putting that album out. And when people see this interview, if they go on SoundCloud and listen to the halfway version of that album, Children of the Rage, if they feel like they want to hear it, then I'll put it out on all the DSPs. But it's a beautiful body of work.
That's crazy because I feel like as an artist, all you want to do is release your music. Like that had to be like take a toll on your mental health.
Oh, it destroyed me, man. Because I had put everything in that album.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I had put everything into that album, and it was truly beautiful. I don't say that lightly. Like, some people say something is beautiful, but that album was beautiful. I remember even when we showed it to the president of Capitol at that time, like, he cried. You know what I'm saying? Like,
God.
he like took his glasses off, like the tear dropped down because it was so much more than not only people expected from me, but it was just more than people expected from like a rapper.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was amazing. Everybody that heard it, loved it and was happy to see where it was gonna go, and then it just never got to happen. So
What
is
the reasoning they give you?
Who knows? I don't know. It was definitely, it was ready. We went through 4 different versions of it, a million mixes.
Right.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I used to lose sleep over that, and I don't think about it anymore. But I just recently went back and listened to it, and was like, damn, this album is still top quality even now. So I don't know.